I don't know what I'm streaming to. What did we go to? We're streaming.
Did you say YouTube?
I thought so, but at the moment, where are we streaming to? Do you see it, Seth?
Looks like go live here. Is this?
I hope I'm not live. What dropped? It doesn't look. Does that look? What does that look like?
Scotchy Bourbon Boys is live.
On what?
On Facebook?
On
no,
YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay, so we're live on YouTube. Good. So technically, we're trying to do this here, folks. What's going on? It's charging. A couple minutes before my phone comes back up because I need my phone. But we can keep talking. This is the pre-podcast thing tonight. It's Repeal Day. We were talking about that a little bit right there. Yes, and we are celebrating with two very special bottles of chicken cock. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was the case for that one.
I thought this was like...
This is, no, the case for that, it's still in there. This comes in a nice little tin.
Oh. Thank God. That one bottle wasn't going to be enough.
The same bottle.
Yeah, they're the similar bottles, but one's Chanticleer, which is a cognac finished.
And this is Private Cask.
That is from the Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Oh, it's signed.
It's signed by Greg Schneider, the master distiller for chicken cock. I just can't.
Oh, look, this is you know what this is?
Scales.
No.
There we go. We're getting back up and running.
wing.
Well,
Chicken fest.
similar, yeah.
No,
this is a very.
Isn't that what it's meant to be?
I believe so.
So like because the chicken is.
It's a coupe.
It's in a coop. This is what they literally use.
It's where they would. That's where they're going to keep the cock flock.
Yeah, right. They're going
So-
to
so-
these bottles.
Software up.
it's
Not
not
now. Just let us explain. Last podcast we were coming up. We were talking about chicken cock, a little bit of the history, and also the history of the word, kind of which way they go. But we really came down to, we figured that out on the last podcast.
It was a very riveting conversation.
Right, but we came up with, we got the kid here, we got Jin, which is his new nickname, which we all
I don't
like.
hear anything from anybody.
He's magic in a bottle.
Yeah.
and
The genie.
And-
the genie.
and
Speaker's going off.
which speaker?
I don't know. It's like making a crackling noise.
That's probably because it got close to the phone that is now on, making the dumb.
The phone interacts with the speaker.
Yeah, well,
Interferes?
it interferes with the speaker. Yes, but now look at it. Oh my God! Come
Can you
on.
mute? Can you just like do this?
No, I could.
There.
You don't want to do that because I need it to start the podcast.
Why do you need? No, you don't need this on to start the podcast.
Yes, yes.
No, you do.
Wait,
You
I
do.
need to start the podcast with music, and this is where the music is.
The music.
silent doesn't.
The silent doesn't affect the music. This
Yeah.
only affects notifications.
Okay, stop giving me fucking.
Old man.
Don't worry, the kid's here to update you guys.
Yeah,
on-
you guys are always
on
wondering what's the
technology.
origin of the name Tiny? It's the size of his brain.
I thought that is that. I thought it was in regards to the cock flock.
So we came up with the fact.
Tiny's cock flock.
Yes. Not tiny.
Well, in fairness, the kid's
Never
cock-
say tiny and that other word side by side.
In
No.
fairness, it's not as bad as the kid's cock flock. That's all
No,
I'm saying.
no, it's we are the cock
You heard
flock.
a whiskey dick. Get ready for gin cock.
No,
Flock.
no. Come on, you guys. So this is the direction. I'm going to invite the master distiller to be on in a second. So we don't want.
Wait.
What?
Yeah, he's going to be there. So clean that shit up. No.
He just like comes out from the door over there. Hello, I've been hearing what you've been saying about me.
He could. He's been at our house.
Jerry Springer's us. What would you?
We're going
say
back.
If
Okay,
the master
so-
distiller was here right
You
now.
mean Chris?
So I'm
Chris
looking
Hansen?
for
Oh,
it. We're
Jimmy
still live.
Who's Jimmy Springer?
We're still live.
It's like-
Okay, comments.
What if I told you
We
your
already
entrance
got a
here?
comment.
Oh, I thought they were gonna take a seat, guys. That's
All right,
Chris
I'm gonna
Hansen.
keep.
Sitting down.
We're gonna see. No, I gotta turn it down. There we go. Share to a group. All right, so we'll get back down to all the groups that it sounds like you can hear all the background noise. It's going to be fun for the next month here, folks. You're going to have background. It's going to be like I'm at Kentucky Bourbon Festival, but I'm really at my house.
Just imagine you're there.
Yeah, I'll just figure you're going to have some background noise. You're going to hear some stuff. All right. So
We're all loud people, though. It'll be fun.
yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I've invited my daughter and my 3 grandchildren to live here for interim over the holidays until she can get a place of her own.
She should join the cockflock.
No.
Maybe one night she could come down and but that's a ways away.
You need a podcast where it's just Ellie, Sammy, and
Okay.
Roxy.
It's Roxy.
Mom. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, that's her nickname. That's Roxy. She is in charge of on the road. There's the Christmas clock too. We are just on a roll. That means it's 9:00, correct?
That might be. Oh, yeah, it is. It's 9:01.
Yeah. I figured he'd be there. He's going to have to grow up someday. It's kind of like, did you ever see that part where...
I didn't see anybody other than there was a child there. I
Oh,
promise.
gotcha.
James just looked over and there's no one there. He's like,
Wait,
what are you talking about? The kid's got to grow up one day.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
demeaning.
In like 5 years, you'll be known as the adult.
What if I just like start lying and say my name's the kid because I'm not legal to drink?
That's no.
Why not?
I mean,
What are they going to do? They don't know my name. I'm the kid.
You're the
you
kid.
can't say that.
All right,
They don't know my last name.
now we're going to try and share
Or my
it.
social security, or my social security number.
Jacob Smith 442-873-21.
Here we
That's
go. I'm going to
That's
share
someone's
it to the
social security
William
number.
Dalton
That's
pic.
true. We just dox somebody.
We don't know who though.
Prepare for identity theft, John Smith.
Do we know a John Smith? No.
Half these people I send this to, they won't see it, but that's okay. I do it anyways. There we go. Now I'm sending it to Greg. So here we go. He has his direct invitation. So you guys just
He's the master distiller.
yeah,
Yes.
he makes chicken cock. He explains he doesn't yes.
Usually the chicken cock makes you, but
I don't know why. It's so immature, but I keep laughing at chicken cock. I can't.
But
stop.
that's part of it. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
We are the cock flock. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm
is there
proud
like-
of that.
Is there like a,
So
is there
we
a
keep
bowl
saying that, and you
bowl
guys
this
don't
week?
know. You guys, we're the version of the brand of whiskey chicken cock. We are their cock flock,
Here,
which is
we
like
have-
the Rat Pack for Jack
Yes.
Daniels.
And I
That's
know
what I've been
we-
trying to
you know-
say.
you know how-
Oh yeah.
You know how his saying was like, "It's good" or whatever. What was it? Or
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's
That's some
good.
good whiskey or something
yeah,
like that.
ours should just
Oh,
be
that's
like,
nice or something.
"That's nice."
Yeah.
Ours should be, "That's really nice."
I'm thinking just we need a what's a
Just
synonym
nice.
for nice.
Just
That's-
nice. No other words. Nice.
That's okay.
That's good.
All right, I think
just
I've
wait.
almost got it. We'll send it to Bishop too.
Tasty.
Having fun. Tim Dan.
Just
Wow.
keep talking about certain brands will sponsor us.
I think that they already did. They sent the bottle.
Well, we get.
Kind of a sponsorship. If you think
I mean, what's really cool, Jacob, is lately what's been happening is I've been getting people calling on me directly to come onto the podcast and then send us samples. So that's what's going to be happening a lot in 2023. But I also want to let you guys know, if you keep doing this, you are going to be invited to come with us and be a part of the podcast on the road.
Neat.
Kentucky.
tour bus. You're gonna go on the tour bus.
The tour bus was insane. That was an insane
Can't get
thing.
sloshed on the tour bus.
Okay, so we're streaming.
We're the cock flock.
I'm gonna
It's not a second.
we
We're
won't-
not slow.
yeah, we won't
Start
be sober.
recording, so in case
funny how
this
the
is
kids
just a
go,
phenomenal. And
I'm in my party.
now I need to one more thing. I need to
Party
get
decade.
all right. I gotta turn
Party millennium.
that on.
Half-decade hangover. My God.
My hangover's been half centuries.
He was born hungover.
Yeah, that's about
Fetal
it.
alcohol syndrome.
You know, I recently started looking for the signs of fetal alcohol syndrome in people, and Seth, I have genuinely, way more people than you would think have it. Always look out for the flat upper lip.
Yeah, you don't have the two little things, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious.
What happens? What
the
alcohol just smooths you out.
Well, no, right. And then the eyes, the spatial relations in the eyes to the nose.
Short nose.
Yeah, definitely.
Eyes on the side of your head.
Smaller, like, ratio of head to jaw. That was a bad
Gills.
So everybody,
really long fingernails.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this going. I've shared it to the rest, and who will monitor the Facebook. But tonight, welcome to the podcast. We are doing a Repeal Day podcast that we're gonna get going, and we're celebrating with some chicken cock Chanticleer. We are gonna barrel bash that, and then a special treat also. This we thank Tyler at Chicken Cock for sending this bottle up for us to sample. We're going to barrel bash it, but we also have the first ever barrel pick from Chicken Cock. It's their private cask. It was from Kentucky Bourbon Festival, sold through Justin's House of Bourbon. It was part of their Distiller Rose, but this was the first ever barrel pick for this brand. So it's a single barrel, and we're going to taste that too. We're going to need glasses. I don't even know how that's... Wait.
I can just drink out of the bottle. Actually, I'll just take one of those. You guys can taste the other two.
We got two. You can have... Look at that. I got all different types, even though we're not going to just be...
What is this? Where's my Glencairn? Gin only drinks from a Glencairn.
Let's see. This is a good one.
Is this your new, like,
No, the Glencairns are back there, and that ain't happening. Oh, wait, Jacob. You can actually... Wait. It's right there. Right, if you go see that box...
Yes.
The box right there with the Star Wars on top of it.
Yes.
There should be 6 of them in there. So just bring those over and then we'll get the half-assed.
I didn't know we were going to be unprofessional this one.
I mean, when am I ever professional? We're the cock flock, dude.
Yeah, but what?
Well, the cock flock has some cock standards.
Oh, like, let's only wear suits from now on.
We have the standard.
No, because the Rat Pack wore suits. What are we gonna wear instead?
Well, tonight I'm wearing my
why
Chicken Cock Christmas sweater in the holiday dorkness that I am in.
Why 5? 6?
2 each. 1, 2.
Okay.
Cool.
Woo! So we got the glassware out now. We got our Glencairns, Scotchy Bourbon Boy Glencairns. This bottle here was, I mean, it's a collector's item, and it's signed by Greg Schneider. I'm hoping that he's watching tonight. I did send him an invitation, and we are going to be doing the two.
We still love him.
No,
it would not be the cock flock without him.
I don't like people flake on me. It makes me feel unimportant.
So I'm getting ready to get this baby started. For 30 seconds, we got to get stay quiet because Alan Bishop from the French Lick is going to be reading. Only I can hear it at the moment. So hang in there. I will strip it in for all the other stuff. And here we go.
Drinking bourbon, sipping on some scotch. We get a little wild with a show of fun to watch. We love what we do with the drinking, every groove. Man, we talk some shit, but we're telling the truth.
All right, we are back for another awesome podcast of the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. We have the cock flock back together. We got the kid, we got Jin, and myself.
Wait, we
Tiny.
need catchphrases. This
What?
is an issue.
Catchphrases?
Yeah, when you introduced me, I was just sitting here like, well, what do I do now? We need a catchphrase.
What if yours is just like, I'm the kid?
That's awful. Okay, we'll table it.
We'll figure.
Mine could be like
we
your
can work.
wishes granted.
So we could on this repeal day, all podcast long, we can keep working on our
True,
catchphrases.
That's our new goal.
Like I'm like the
Tiny,
kid.
you should be like,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Hey Jin, you should be like,
I know.
I grant you 3 wishes.
Your wishes granted.
Mine will be, I swear I'm 21.
No, you'll be the kid, and you're like, fuck yeah.
YOLO. YOLO.
Anyways, all right. So we are the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, www.scotchybourbonboys.com. We are on all major podcast formats and also all the social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and that's it. That was it. That was 5. I did 5, yeah. I did 5, so there we
We gotta
go.
get a 6th one in there. What's a new app we could break into?
There's
We
a
gotta make one.
There's
New
a bunch
market.
of them. There's a couple apps for podcasts. Like they're just like podcast audio
Find us
apps.
on
Do we have
MySpace?
a link tree?
I don't know.
A LinkedIn. Let's get a LinkedIn.
LinkedIn?
I'm on LinkedIn as Jeffrey Mueller, and I do post Scotchy Bourbon Boys stuff that way, but we're
You
not
need LinkedIn as
officially
Tiny and
there.
the Cock Flock. We could do parties or something.
We could just be the cock flock on cock flock on. Yeah, we could
Yeah,
do.
hire the Cock Flock for your
Tastings.
next
You do
event.
tastings,
Yeah, we
yeah.
come there.
So if we really are the degenerates of a bourbon tasting community, this is an issue.
Well, I'm rolling with it.
Well,
I'm
we're
granting all those wishes.
so we're on Facebook Live, and we are also
I'm workshopping.
71 shares. How the hell did I do that? Anyways, we're gonna.
Easy.
It's gonna make more. Okay. I actually turned it down. All right, doing chicken cock Chanticleer. Just saw where you were. Yes, we are. Say hi to Greg Schneider, master distiller,
Greg.
tonight for
Cock flock.
Yes,
Yes.
we've named ourselves when this group is together
Only us.
on the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Oh man, did you hear that
We
tin?
bashing some bourbon already?
That tin.
Bashing the barrel?
Oh God,
For those of you at home,
how am
somebody
I?
just broke in the house.
We actually need.
Oh, no! Take the
Watch.
jaws!
Watch what happens when I stand up. The whole place, the whole thing's
my
gonna
gosh.
tip over.
Wow, this
Take
is
up
turning
hands
into
over
a
your head.
disaster.
It's earthquake! Earthquake!
All right.
I'm a risk taker.
Oh no! I
boy,
ripped
that
out the
was almost
microphone.
bad.
I almost ripped out the microphone. No.
I'll hold on to the bourbon.
Okay.
Give me one.
I can't believe I knocked a tin over. It's just like, boy. So that's
We are unprofessional.
that was a. It's,
Tiny in a tin knocker.
That's the whole idea here. Now tonight, I know on the actual podcast, you can't. The audio podcast, nobody can hear what's going on. As far they can't see what's going
Oh
on.
my god! I thought you had been here. I'm like, Dad, that's the point of a
Greg
podcast.
Schneider likes my chicken cock Christmas sweater. That's what I'm wearing,
good
and then
one.
also I have my chicken cock hat on. You can see my camo.
Oh, I didn't know you.
I am chicken cocked out tonight. That's what I got. So
You're all.
Okay, so we're going to ignore that.
So
We need chicken cock memorabilia, all of us.
right, well, I've been working on it with Greg, but I think as they go further along, we should be
cock
able to do
shirts?
that. So.
Greg, can I get a
So, are
cock
you
shirt with my
monitoring?
hair on it?
You should monitor the YouTube, or would that come up here? No, that would only.
Yeah, that would that's on here. That would come up on here if anyone ever commented on it.
Yeah, last time we had one comment on
comment
YouTube,
on it.
but it's like this time I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, now people know the cock flock, they'll be more invested.
Yeah. Did you like label this Cock Flock Repeal Day?
He said definitely cock of the rock.
Cock of the Rock, yes.
Yes.
Yes, that was from Greg right there.
rename
So this is Repeal Day. We wanted it to, the reason why we're, oh my God, look at what even happened to my record when I went like, that's much better. I'm sure people will appreciate the better sound from my microphone just flipping back up. I can even hear it on my headphones. But Repeal Day, which Repeal Day, for anybody who doesn't know what Repeal Day is, this is the day of December 5th, 1933. Congress repealed the 18th Amendment, and it's the only amendment ever to be repealed, and that amendment was prohibition. No, not yet. There's never going to repeal
The 19th is next.
I mean, you guys, to repeal an amendment, okay, to get an amendment, all right, you need 67%
Let's say 2/3.
of two-thirds of the House and the Senate, okay,
And that would never happen.
and the president to sign it, and then to same thing that way back. And the way things work now, back then in and I believe it was January 1st, 1920 was when Prohibition went into effect. That went into effect because alcoholism and a lot of stuff that that we were dealing with, what was happening with the factories and the Industrial Revolution was causing a lot of, men laying in the streets, just going home to the bar, going just to the bar after work, passing out, laying in the streets and going to work was a common occurrence. And it wasn't something.
They don't make streets like that back then.
They're very soft back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
They're very
exactly. Comfortable.
They just didn't have a house, that's why.
Yeah, the pillow curves really did it, Oh,
So-
the 1920s.
I miss those days.
No, Carl, I am not. So just
Carl
so you know, he asked a very immature question. I won't go
No,
in.
no, I want to read. Yeah,
You can't like reply.
I'm not.
cock flock
We're,
is a
no.
team.
Yes, we are, but we're still just gonna read it. We're not gonna actually comment on it.
Wait, can you whisper it to me? What do you
Oh,
say?
yeah.
No, you can read it. I think you got good eyes.
There you go. That was.
I am.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, well, yes. The two of us
Yeah.
coordinated.
Yes.
Yeah.
The kids.
I was
The
prepared.
kids. The kid is.
kids?
Yes,
The
he
kid
is.
is, not
Yeah,
the
the kid
kids.
is.
I got
So.
places to go after this. I want to be prepared.
Your wish is granted.
You'll just don't be wearing it right now on the podcast.
Well, I got to make sure I'm ready.
Yeah. You never know.
This makes no. All those jokes were wasted because nobody has any idea what we were talking about.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. That they don't need to know.
If you want to know the inside jokes, tune in live
And
to
call
the
me.
podcast.
Yeah, Steve.
call you.
Steve
Yeah,
says,
Call
"Ha."
you at
You said
330.
cock. Hey, Steve. We're getting comments a lot on Facebook tonight because of the subject matter of these two awesome bottles that we're going to be tasting.
Bourbon holiday.
Yes, and it also was Repeal Day, so we're getting a nice response. Hopefully, we get that same.
This is like the Columbus Day
But
of bourbon.
Steve said, "Ha!" You said cock,
Very popularly known,
but Steve,
but still a little-
Steve, this seriously, we have formed. That's one thing. We're not the Rat Pack.
Yeah.
We're
Not to be confused with.
don't be.
None of us are rats.
But we are going to be the cock flock when we get together on the podcast, and usually it's going to have some form of chicken cock whiskey, and we're going to try and make chicken cock Jack Daniels. Like maybe we'll become famous enough that we're the cock flock, and we'll.
Oh, I think you
we'll
meant
be-
like, I think you meant. I
That's
think you
going to
meant,
be
like,
our gig. Yes.
I thought you meant
Who
like
can you croon?
no.
No.
Croon name.
What? So no, you guys don't know what
I was
croon?
playing it safe.
Holy shit! You don't know what crooning is?
Well, he's the kid and I'm a gin.
But the kids should know what. Okay, crooning is what Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Michael Bublé, and Harry Connick Jr. when they
Christmas
sing that,
songs?
when they're singing the romantic,
Yeah.
nightclub songs, that's called crooning.
Oh, so just singing that way?
Yeah, that's crooning.
Oh, then I am a crooner.
So there you go. So
I'm a big crooner.
you croon.
It's the kid, the crooning type.
Croon.
You're Jen.
That's like one letter off from being really not appropriate. For
The reason why Steve likes the sweater. Yes, this sweater I was able to obtain a couple years ago. I'm very proud of this sweater. It's one of my favorite Christmas sweaters with a whiskey theme.
How many Christmas sweaters do you have with a whiskey theme?
3? This one?
Yeah. So to me, all that said was,
This is my
I don't like
favorite-
this shirt. With
This is
this
my
sweater very
favorite
much.
gray.
This is my favorite.
That's
nose I have on
beside.
my face.
I mean, honestly, it's beside the point that It's my only Christmas sweater with a bourbon theme. I think you probably could pick up a Maker's Mark, but I don't think they'd be as good.
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
You could have just said favorite sweater, Christmas sweater.
So you're going to be doing the reading on this
Of
Chanticleer.
course, gin makes the words come to life.
See, it's good because the kids.
Do you need? Are you going to need something as far as light, or can you read that?
I have good. I have bad eyes, but these bad boys make them good.
Okay, and then I want to say, Tyler from Chicken Cock, thank you very much for supplying us with the bottle of Chanticleer for us to give an honest review. I'm going to open this while you read the back. This comes in this beautiful tin. Kind of show that tin. The top's on the floor because I knocked it on the floor, but there you go. It's really kind of a cool thing. And then if you take a look at that, yeah, you got the right, and then you got the bottle. Anybody wants to scan it, you can get a really nice price off that. Product of the USA. Anyways, I'm going to open that while you give us a little history.
Right. Chanticleer Cognac Barrel Finish. Chicken Cock Whiskey was originally established in 1856 by James A. Miller in Paris, Kentucky, the seat of Bourbon County. Originally, Paris was called Hopewell and was part of Virginia, having been settled in 1775 by Lawrence Protzman from Hopewell, New Jersey. All that changed, however, in 1790, when a petition was raised to change the name to Paris, 5 years after Bourbon County was formed. Why, you might ask, this sudden rush to honor all things French? Well, our French allies were mighty helpful during the Revolutionary War and desired to rename the town Paris and County Bourbon were done out of gratitude to the French for their assistance in winning us our independence. A couple short years later, Kentucky was admitted to the Union as the 15th state in 1792, which is why Bourbon County is now in Kentucky and not Virginia as it originally was. Chicken Cock Chanticleer finished in the best French cognac barrels we could find. It is our nod to the pioneering spirit of our forefathers. Just as they thanked the French for their help in creating this amazing country we call home, we thank them for creating the brand that we now have the honor of sheepherding in the 21st century.
Sheepherding?
Shepherding. God.
Sheepherding.
Sheepherding. That's probably where, shepherds are sheepherders.
We don't have to just be the cockblock anymore. We can be the sheepherders as well.
The gin has dyslexia. In honor of shepherding in the 21st century, they would be thrilled to see the famous old brand thriving 166 years later. You're reading next time.
No, that's a good one. I mean, you do good.
Other than the sheep herding.
Yeah.
So,
wait, kid.
No.
No, you go right
Sorry,
for
the
it.
shakes.
I'm getting good. I'm getting good reviews of the sweater so far.
I smell
So,
banana.
Why is anybody complimenting me?
so I have a little bit, and honestly, we're gonna barrel bash this, okay? Because this is something special.
You put a little pan for this.
The MSRP on this is $499.99, and this is a second limited release. It's the Chicken Cock Whiskey's newest limited release, Chanticleer. The other release was called the Cotton Club. Came in a tin also. This is finished in premium French cognac barrels. So, and there was only 32 barrels. So this it's like a celebration of something special. It's not something. So Greg said the tin is the second in the series. Yes, of 3 tins. The Cotton Club was the first tin offering. Chanticleer is the second, and in 2023 they are doing I did not know this, a CC bourbon finished in a what's that? A Syrah.
God, neither of you guys can read.
Syrah is the best I could pronounce it. But
Syrah barrel.
Syrah barrel?
Syrah.
But okay, so the cock flower
Syrah barrel. A Syrah.
2023.
A Syrah barrel?
A Syrah?
Let's go with that.
KK Syrah?
That butchering things, that's what we do. But this is the second of the third. Now, I've gotten to taste the Cotton Club, which was a 20-year-old Canadian whiskey, which was very unique, light. Because it's Canadian, it was in a second
nice
barrel.
and
So, but this here finished in the. You could see that this
There's
is not light.
no legs.
That's because it's we're tasting in the Glencairn. That's because the viscosity is so sticky right there that you're just gonna wait and eventually see them start to bead up at the top. It beads at the top and then they start to come.
I'm
That's
just looking
really
at my
cool.
fingerprints on here. I didn't realize how grubby my hands are.
You can wash your hands. I do this with the cleaning of the Glencairn, and so one of the cool things is
Your nose hairs off.
this is the review of this is you get a lot of good reviews on the site, but with vibrant notes of ripened peaches and delicate sweet cream, the flavor bursts of vanilla and cherry with complements of softened plums and candied dates. This is the second edition. We already went over there, but so
So do they put these flavors
thank
in,
you,
or do
Syrah.
You know what we should do? You know how,
they-
if you, go blind, your other senses are enhanced?
we should just go blind?
I was going to say, yes, actually. We should just...
Well, I got
all our
all
senses.
you,
Moonshine.
no. I actually, Alan could make some moonshine for you to make you go
Yeah,
blind.
go blind, yeah.
He probably could
Easy.
being
Drunk
the
and blind.
the
No,
alchemist that he is, he probably could make it temporary. So you could just do it for like
Genius.
2-3 months.
Only 2-3 months ago. But I've always been kind of curious.
Drinking bourbon in a hyperbolic...
A sensory deprivation
sensory
chamber.
chamber.
Yeah.
Well, the
That could be an
liquid-
episode of the Cock Club.
Yeah.
Well, but just so you know, the
24
extremes.
hours.
So when Fred No went to Japan to do his because Jim Beam is owned by Suntory, so they did a collaboration called Legion. And when he went over there, and he was working with the master distiller from Suntory, he basically I'm not going to try his name. He basically wakes up in the morning, has the exact same breakfast, then he tastes when he gets to work, he starts tasting. He tastes up to lunch, breaks for lunch, has the exact same lunch, and then tastes through the afternoon, and then at night he might that's when he changes and he's done tasting. But he's done that every day for like an exorbitant amount of time. He has the same breakfast and lunch every single day to keep his palate like in a barometric chamber.
Does he even taste the meal anymore? Is my question. He's just so used to it.
Well, just think about how much he's tasting, whiskeys.
True.
So
I
that's
see a flavor there.
But you could change it up every couple of weeks.
Yeah, right,
and then,
right.
and then you have a couple days we have to try everything again.
What if you switch it up every month or so?
you could do whatever you could do
So,
what you want. I mean,
With
go
these
blind
with
then.
these smelling and tasting notes, do they actually put these ingredients in,
no.
or is it just a thing that comes from it?
Okay, there's different places where notes come from. So the main place where that notes come from. Okay, so you distill. So it's bourbon. So if it's bourbon, it's corn, wheat, barley, corn, rye, barley. It's made up of cereal grains. So you're going to get a certain amount of taste from the grains. Now, everybody knows when you distill them, it becomes clear. So you're going to have some flavor. Now, when you ferment those grains, there's a yeast strain from all the different places. There's millions of different types of yeast. So yeast affects flavor, okay? Then when you put it in the barrel, the wood affects the flavor. Now, normal barrels are made of wood staves and most of the barrels are made from multiple different trees. They don't keep track They don't make the barrel out of the same trees.
That like do specifically?
Well, this brand and Greg Schneider, he basically goes to his cooperage in West Virginia. He helps set that cooperage up, and he basically picks the staves personally for 600 barrels each time. So his barrels get made from the staves that he picks. He likes to pick from wood that grows in West Virginia on the shade side of the mountain. He's very specific because if it grows slower on the shade side of the mountain, which means then he gets more the rings in the the wood rings, they're more condensed, which means then you pull in more wood sugars in there. So then he specifically oversees the toasting. Greg's actual job, he worked for Seagram's initially, and he became the head of the Seagram's cooperage. He's worked for Jim Beam. He's worked for a whiskey company up in, I believe, Maine. Then came back. He worked for Wild Turkey, retired, and he now works as the master distiller for grain and barrel spirits, and he also is their consultant, so he consults on the whiskey. So he's helped buy the whiskey. A lot of this stuff that they purchased the barrels and then put the brands out, but he's working on his brand that he's distilled at the Bardstown Bourbon Company. So it's a really a cool process of what he's doing.
Well, if you smell it too much, then it
Well, I've actually tried to smell things that I like, and I actually just dip it in my nose. I've dipped my nose right in
I
it.
thought you were going to say you dip your finger in and like smell it off of there. I mean, interesting.
So I definitely...
I'm getting banana.
I get peaches and cream.
Which may be what banana kind of smells like. 'Cause
So
banana is a creamier sweetness.
Right. So where I get the peaches is at the top. Like if you put right now, when you if you go like this, Jacob, if you're down here, there's flavors. But if you go up here, put your nose over the top.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
Right. See, look at this right here.
Oh, I do get peaches.
But
there.
look,
Yeah.
even over the top, yeah, right there. And then you can also breathe.
Oh my God, you get so much more peach there.
Yeah, I smell the peach.
Then where I got the
That
peaches,
changed everything for me.
where I get the peaches and cream is I go like this, and then I pull it back down while I'm doing it, and I get the cream at the bottom.
Well, the cream is kind of like maybe the banana was a little bit of the cream,
Yeah,
See,
it's
really
sweeter
smell it
at
up.
the
I don't know if
bottom.
I'm like being placeboed right
Well,
now.
that is a big thing of bourbon sometimes.
Well, but you definitely can be.
I
So
smell cherries at the top too.
the way it works, okay, the real good way that it works is when you have to identify smells. So if you're really familiar with all the smells that bourbons and whiskeys can give off, then you're going to identify them. But if you're not familiar with them, you smell something, but you're not able to actually identify it.
That's usually
But if
happens to me.
somebody gives you the identifying smell, then you can identify it because you know what peaches are supposed
Could
to
you
smell
lie
like.
to me?
Oh, I am getting.
I smell it?
I'm getting a little bit of cherry there too. Like right at the edge of it. Yeah, like what? Yeah, where you were.
It's so sweet though. That's one thing, and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
not a lot of. And then so when you go and taste, now I've had no whiskey today, so
And the kid has
I've only had my second.
pre-gamed half a bottle on the drive over.
What is the?
are we looking at the proof?
Yeah.
All right.
You know the most important thing to me. I think it said 58%, so 112.
Oh my God,
116.
that is sweet.
Did it say 56 or 58?
I thought it said 56, and I have read it wrong.
I can read it. It is 56%.
112. Then you're right.
Don't question my gauging of proofs.
No, I thought you said 58 when you said it. You said 56 though. Like when you first said it, 58. Then I'm like 100. But you must have said 56 in my.
It's a
Do underestimate my old ears.
God, is
True,
that
true.
is that hereditary? Because I do that all the time.
It would explain why you guys are always so loud.
Our
Not
ear.
even old. No, not old ears. The stuttering of the word. The can't like. I mean, like I'll be able to. God, I have it right there.
Didn't you ever, your grandma, just alone, goes through 42 different names and then comes up with the right one?
What's your name again?
Gin. Now, the reason why... The reason why he's called Gin, folks, isn't because he's a genie.
But I do grant wishes on occasion.
That was the
Yes.
reason I was here. What do you mean?
Jacob wasn't here until I wished him to be.
Right, and then... But it's actually because his favorite alcohol is gin, so we just figured gin was a good name.
I like the white spirits.
It feels like it sounds like it's like a protest to this podcast. Like, no, I like gin.
I mean, I do like gin, but I will say I like gin for smoothness and drinkability, not for taste.
Okay, so then
like,
Alan
it's
Bishop.
not like gin is the most tasty. This tastes better, but I can drink a lot more gin for a lot cheaper than I can bourbon.
Oh,
I could buy.
you haven't found the cheap bourbon then.
I could. Well, the good cheap.
So
bourbon,
so
that's
Greg
hard.
Schneider says he is out, and they are starting to produce 1,200 bottles a year. We'll have to talk about that, Greg. He basically said doing a chicken cock whiskey dinner at the Hard Rock Hotel Casino in Sacramento, California, Wednesday evening. You know, Greg's been all over the place. But what I'd like to say, well, there for a while they were only doing 600 a year, so they figured out where they're going to be doing another 600. So that's 1,200 a year. Thanks, Greg, for stopping in. I appreciate it. 1,200 barrels. Yes. Did I say bottles? I hope I didn't say bottles because I know that.
We embarrassed ourselves in front of Greg.
Yeah, well, that's
Please, Mr.
Greg's
Schneider,
been.
forgive us.
Yes, that's been Greg knows how
How
tiny.
the cock flock flies.
There you go. I
That
love.
should be our after instead of barrel bashing. We should give it cockle-doodle doos when the cock flock's
Well, the
here.
Chanticleer could get that, but still, I do like the cockflock as the name. I just think that's it. We are going to be promoting. Hopefully, we get there.
Clock merch.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
I can't wait till you guys meet Greg.
Scotchy bourbon cock flock.
No.
We're actually going to rename the entire podcast.
No, the vodka. Just like where the like, what would you do? Would you put just like cock flock in the name, like in the middle of Scotchy
No.
Bourbon Boys?
No.
Or we are a new
Scotchy
thing.
cockflock.
Come see
We make our little logo.
the Scotchy Bourbon Boys cockflock because it's the group.
Yeah.
The reason why it's called the Rat Pack, Dean Martin was Dean Martin. Sammy Davis Jr. was Sammy Davis Jr. Frank
Wait.
Sinatra was
They
Frank
were using their real names. Why were we using fake ones then?
That's a good point.
because we're Scotchy Bourbon Boys
God.
and we use our nicknames. And the reason why he's the kid is Sinatra gave the one manager the name the Kid, and we like that.
Did he even nickname the kid? It just
Yeah.
sounded like he was the kid.
No. He was a 12-year-old boy with like a, the little like Newsies
Thanks,
cap.
Sinatra.
Yeah, he's
Come
still
in here, little boy. You want to taste this deck?
he's still alive today. He's 47. He was the kid.
Horrible drinking problem too.
Apparently started when he was young with Frank Sinatra.
So,
Sure,
anyways,
coincidence, when I got that nickname from Frank Sinatra.
yeah.
He paid me a nickel for that whole case of
So, anyways, all right. So, let's give this a little bit of a barrel bash. I
Wait, can I
can
get
do.
another? I forgot how it tasted already. I just finished it, but okay. I just want more. I was lying. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
come on. The kid's cut off. The kid will
kid is never cut
outdrink
off.
everyone.
I was given this to share amongst friends.
Well, then why are you giving it to the kid?
We should have a cock flock episode where we all get into a drinking competition with each other.
The Gawk Flock games?
Just saying. Just saying.
Oh, no, you guys. You don't want that.
Wait,
I believe in you to beat Seth.
Jacob will, or the kid will kick all of our asses.
I once got into a drinking competition with my ex's boyfriend, and that did not go very well for her or him.
You were broken up by then, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think you meant your ex's boyfriend,
No,
at the time.
Oh yeah,
I
well
was
she was cheating on me, and I just
To settle over who won the woman, I challenge him to a drinking contest.
Whoever wins gets Samantha. Let the games begin.
Yeah.
Well, he lost.
Yeah.
There
He
we
threw
go.
up a bunch. I'm going to drink more.
I was able to, if we're just talking straight whiskey,
I think having a high tolerance is actually a downside to drinking.
It is. It's so much more expensive.
It really. You save a lot more money having the lowest tolerance possible. Just
I don't save any money. I can have the tolerance or not. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
all
yeah.
comes, it doesn't matter.
if you have a high tolerance, start a podcast.
Yes, there you go. And you'll even have a higher
Then
tolerance.
it pays for yourself.
So, anyways, what we're looking at, let's give this thing. So, once again, we're going to do some barrel bashing of the Chanticleer chicken cock, and
That's gonna wait.
this is a part of. Just so you know, Alice isn't home.
I
Remember.
forgot to bring
I
my
know.
earbud. And
So,
Earbuds?
my earplugs.
so our
Just start jamming out middle of it.
I'm bored, guys. 'Cause all my
Our barrel bashing system is out of 4 categories. We rate them on a 1 to 4 score on 2 of them, which is the nose and the body. And then the other 2 categories, we are on a 1 to 5 rating system, and we bash them based. Then that's the what would you say, taste and finish. That's those 2 categories. So a total of 18 possible. But at the same time, if you want to give one of the categories an exceptional, you can give it a butt up. So, hey, all right, Steve. Good to see you. See you next time. Thanks for watching.
Nice to
The
you.
cock flock thanks you for tuning in.
Yeah.
The cockflock will miss you, especially the kid. I just want to be super affectionate to all your viewers. If you guys are out there, I love you.
If you guys are out there, I'll make your wishes come true. I'm the gin.
I'll make them come true more.
You're
I love
the
you more.
Being possessive over the viewers.
And I'll just have fun on a small scale.
Yeah.
There you go.
Please comment right now who you love more,
Me.
the kid
Me.
or Jin.
No, comment that you love me more.
Tiny doesn't count because we all know that he runs this place.
Yeah.
And it's disliked the most.
I'm disqualified. So, anyways, all right. So this is the Chanticleer chicken cock. We are going to barrel bash it, and so let's nose this baby and give it a 1 of 4. I think that the peaches and the cream is very unique. There's a little bit of caramel. There's a little. This is 112 proof.
Chair. Not
I'm
one.
getting some sofa right now.
So I'm
1992.
gonna give it a 4 on the nose. It's a delightful nose. I enjoy it.
4 as well.
4 all the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we all agree. We can just do it one. Okay, no, that's fine.
So 4 of 4. All right.
Wow.
Taste. Now let's do some tasting. This you can give 5.
I ran out.
I think that's a solid 4. Like that's like quality. I wouldn't call it like above at like exceptional. I wouldn't call it exceptional. That's what it is.
Ooh, it's cold out of the bottle. My hand warmed it up.
You're supposed to hold a Glencairn by its base so you don't warm up the whiskey with.
You said to me it was a choice. It's personal preference, ain't it?
It's personal preference. Yeah.
Seth, you don't need 2 hands to do that.
The gin does.
This is. I feel like I'm gonna drop this in any second though.
Seth, actually, wrap your thumb around it. Not just the thumb, please. Okay. Seth's out here double fisting gin.
The gin is double fisting whatever he wants.
So you think it's a 4 out of 5?
I'm getting a 4, yeah.
Why is it better the second time around? I guess that's all liquor, right?
What?
I said, why is it better the second time around? I was
Because
gonna give it a
the
3,
first,
but,
but the first time, so it'll change throughout the evening even. The first time
Why are we
you're
doing a
shocking.
45-minute podcast. We should do like a 2-hour one.
A 24-hour stream.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we constantly drink the same bottle.
Oh, that would be like, we should do that on like Labor Day or Memorial Day. Do a
What about-
24-hour whiskey
or
stream and see if we can survive
Repeal
it.
Day. This would be the day.
This would have been the perfect day because everyone got trashed for like 2 weeks after.
Yeah,
that
I
day.
swear,
I
like,
bet.
I would be saving up my paycheck for this day, just so I could blow the whole thing. It's like, Papa, can we please have some porridge? It's like, no,
No, we only
There-
drink whiskey in this house.
no, the whiskey's getting repealed next week.
Oh my God.
They'd ask for porridge.
It was the 1930s. What else do they have?
Why do you think? I'm sure they have more than
Potatoes.
porridge.
What do you think you put in porridge? Right, potatoes? No.
No.
Isn't it like grains and crap?
Yeah, porridge is like oatmeal.
God, now I want some porridge.
I've honestly been thinking porridge is something else my entire life. I thought it was just a base stew.
Mm-mm.
I didn't know it was like a breakfast thing.
Yeah.
Didn't.
I thought porridge was like a stew.
I ate porridge at basic training. I think it's the only time I ever ate it.
You had porridge?
It's not as bad as you would think.
That's
you
actually
really
good.
you want me to high five? Fuck it.
Ah, the gin and the kids strike again.
Why did you strike?
The high
We're
five.
actually going on strike. Until we get paid for our time here, we are not drinking any of our... Wait, never mind.
Until you pay me, I'm not taking another sip of this free alcohol.
There you go. So, what are you giving it for a taste?
I was gonna say a 4.
I'm going to say 4.2.
42?
Oh no! Please stop!
No.
Cover your ears.
The reason why I give it a 4 is there is...
I mean, it's not like the best thing I've ever tried, but it's pretty dang good. It's not a but.
Yeah, that's what that's the thing. Is it's definitely quality. It's just
Well,
not
it's one
exceptional.
under because it was 1 of 5. and
No,
you
I
give it
thought
a 4.
6 would be but.
Yeah, if you give it a 6, it was a but up.
Well, I didn't.
I know.
Good.
What was that conversation? I didn't know either of your points the entire.
All right, so body.
Welcome to Tiny and
So
Jim.
body. How well it coats how the taste fulfills all the
That's how
points
4, right?
in.
Out of 4, yeah.
I don't no.
Right, 5?
Yeah, 4.
You give me a 1?
It doesn't. My mouth doesn't get covered at all. It just goes like right back. Doesn't fill my cheeks.
At 112, I would say it's a 3 out of 4.
Okay, I'm warming up with
At
food.
least I thought it was pretty impressive, honestly.
You what?
I thought it was pretty. I'll go with 3.
And Jin's giving it a 2. There's a reason I like Jin.
You have to understand. I just compare everything, so it's just
Like-
better than. What?
Is this better than porridge?
Let me check. Yeah, I think so.
Hey, cameraman, can we get some porridge
Can we,
real
get a,
quick? Yeah.
can we get a barrel bash on
We need
porridge?
a man behind the camera that we can harass.
True. It's like get our assistant over there. Next time we have an argument about something, we can be like, "You look it up."
Yeah, hey, Candyman, get some porridge.
Oh, we could go weekend Candyman.
Yeah.
We could-
Cameraman, Candyman, it kind of works.
We could have Avery do that.
That might not be appropriate.
Yeah, hey, 7-year-old boy.
All right, so the finish.
Get the
The
kids
finish
some
is what's
whiskey.
left, and I think this is a really nice finish. The cognac. See, for me, what I was getting on the taste, there's an aspect of the cognac that's why I gave it a 4. That the cognac finish. I like actually Armagnac finished wine. And cognac is always a little bitter for me. But this was delicious. I love the flavor left over and how long it lasts. I mean, I haven't had a sip in probably about 2 minutes since the last one, and I still can taste the finish going.
Oh,
It's still
yeah.
going.
Yeah, my
So it's a
tongue
really
does that
long
too.
finish. So I'm not going to say this is a 6 finish, but I'm going to give it a 5.
I mean, honestly, since I started drinking it, like it has not gone away. So I'm also going with a 5. Then again, I don't give it much time in between. But still,
As much as I do enjoy the finish, or as much as as much as the finish lingers, I don't enjoy it that much.
that's why I'm getting like the vanilla and cream stuff.
So I'm gonna give it a 3. So it's a middle.
So the
Punish.
so the cock flock. So if we add,
13.
you gave it a 13, I gave it a 16, and I believe you gave it a 16 too.
Yeah, you had the same.
So that drops us to 3249 divided by 3, 1, 19, 16.
87, 42.
No,
Are
no,
you
no.
saying random numbers?
No, I'm trying to divide 3 into 4. It wouldn't be 49. It would have been
49.
32
7 times 7.
and 13 is 45. So 3 goes into 45, 15, so we gave it a 15.
Okay, I was about to be like, fuck it, I'll just get my phone.
Okay, welcome to the random numbers segment
Yeah.
of the Cockflock. 5, 83, 27.
This is not government code at all.
No, he gave it a
Foxtrot.
16. I gave it a 16 out of 18, which is 32.
Firetruck.
From my perspective,
And
they
then
just
you
sound like
gave
guys
it a
who say
13,
numbers.
No,
which is
yeah, but I'm
45.
bad at math, like horrifically.
But
So
I'm
you're
really
just-
good.
I know, you're just speaking numbers. It's not
Okay,
computing.
so we gave it a 15 out of 18.
I gave it a
The
13.
the cock flock together gave it a 15 out of 18.
Okay, so a Cockflock rating of 15.
All right, so everybody, this is really cool at this point. I was not planning on opening this next bottle, but
So we won't.
Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching and listening.
I'm going to put this bottle back in its tin.
We gotta get the tin next year. That's like a must now. If you don't get the tin next year, I'm gonna be mad at you.
I will disown all of you.
Well, okay, you can talk to Tyler about that.
The kids won't get emancipated.
Rothenberg, my contact.
Emancipated kid.
Uh,
Oh, I like that. Yeah, the emancipated kid.
After a couple of podcasts, you start your own rival podcast called
man.
the Emancipated Kid.
yeah, I'm making my own bourbon podcast.
I wasn't going to open this. This
Blackjack.
is this is the first ever single barrel signed by Greg Schneider, who was on a little bit earlier but had to leave. This barrel. You want to read that on the bottom?
Yes. This is 115 proof, 57.55% alcohol. This is the number one barrel.
First barrel
first
ever.
barrel ever. And it was bottled exclusively for the Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Shout out to Randy Prassi, El Presidente, for putting on our El
I
Presidente.
know.
He's the president of Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and
You
he's
say it, I'm like, God damn it, I
El
forgot.
Presidente of the Scotchy Bourbon
I
Boys.
keep thinking we know the president of Mexico, and I keep getting upset.
Yeah.
No,
I'm like,
you,
yeah, I got some
the-
good connections.
Randy is way better than knowing the president of Mexico.
Yeah, 'cause
That
the-
is a strong.
Hey, the president of Mexico
assertion.
has never sent us bourbon. El Presidente.
president.
Mexico's never sent us any.
If we're going to court, we could do better than the Mexican one.
Oh my God. No, he hasn't, and I hope to God he doesn't.
It's a poison.
I love a bottle
Well, I
of...
do hate tequila.
Is that just like the national
The
drink?
only
of
reason why you
Mexico?
hate tequila is because you
Because you're
I have
not
good
the
taste.
president of Mexico.
just so you know.
Well, with salt and lime, it's good.
Now this
the
is just
president?
bourbon. This is a special bottle to me. It's the first. There's no value to it, but I'm not into bourbon as a podcaster for collecting the bottles. Maybe when I get a little bit older, I might want to collect a few more. But at the same time, this particular one,
This one goes
I
out
do
to
have-
Andres Manuel Lopez.
Our Lord and Savior.
And
our new sponsor and mascot.
The El Presidente of the Cockflock.
Okay, wait. I do have a fun fact. Do you guys know every country has their own national liquor?
yes.
Yeah.
Did you know every state does too?
I did not know that. But, want to know what America's is?
Bourbon,
Beer.
Do you want to take this? Liquor, Seth.
bourbon.
Bourbon and American whiskey. Yep.
Bourbon and whiskey.
Well,
okay.
it might be specifically
No,
Kentucky.
no, you
bourbon.
can. No,
Okay.
no.
What's India's?
I know Japan's and I know
Whiskey.
And sake?
Yeah, and then
But India's is whiskey.
Russia's vodka, of course.
India's is whiskey.
India's whiskey as well? Okay.
Germany is actually beer.
Germany is not beer.
No,
it's a liquor.
Not. Oh, what is it?
Schnapps.
It might be schnapps.
I think it's schnapps.
I know that most Southern European countries, it's what is it? Rakia. And
So
I had a
now,
bunch of it when I was in
what you're
Serbia.
gonna
Man,
get,
I fucked
what
up.
you're gonna get on this is
I can smell the signature.
This is going to bother me. I gotta look up what the natural is.
What's Cuba's?
I will let you know as soon as I look these
Cuba's
things
still a
up.
country, right?
Cuba would have been sending up
List of natural liquors.
tequila,
Because that's agave. Tequila's agave.
agave, yeah.
Okay, so wait, North America. Oh, Canadian rye. Okay, United States is bourbon whiskey.
Bourbon whiskey, yeah.
And then what were we
To
looking at?
South Asia?
What were we
South
looking at?
India?
India. Rum. Fenny,
India is
and
rum.
toddy. Well, that's one of them. Because then there's Fenny, and toddy, and
wait, is
Farah.
cashew or coconut?
Fenny, yeah. So that's
Ooh,
what makes them all
coconut
national liquors.
Liquor.
Because like everybody has like their own like native like.
Can that be my
stuff
new
they
thing
use.
instead of the gin? I'm fairy because that sounds. Oh no.
So this isn't even fair.
Yeah, Seth, you're right. Well, it is schnapps for Germany.
I mean, come on, it's
Yeah,
Germany.
I mean, it was logical, but when I need to
because it's just
Here we
fruit.
go.
It's fruit liquor.
I need to find Cuba's. It's rum, sugarcane
Cuba
molasses.
is rum.
Right,
That makes
rum.
sense. Yeah,
Molasses.
sugarcane.
God, this is going to be the rest of my night now.
No, Jacob. We have whiskey to taste or bourbon. Sorry.
So this bourbon. So you got to go to a different thing. This isn't finished. There's no more.
Notes of sweetness. And...
Right. This is a bourbon. Now this
Okay,
is their
I'm
first
smelling-
ever pick. 7 years old. 112. This is gonna. This right here.
I know. I'm trying to get to the top too. It's like a sweet vanilla chocolate. That's what I'm getting.
I'm getting a lot of chocolate out of it.
I'm getting some pepper though.
Same.
Pepper? Ooh.
They get like close
Like
into
peppercorn.
Yeah, that's
Not
a
like green pepper.
white pepper.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh, white pepper? Yeah.
Not like black pepper. A white pepper. Sting.
I'm getting mace and rosemary. No, I'm kidding.
You can get mace. It's a spice.
No cinnamon. I'm gonna name all the things it's not.
that might be better for me.
It's not leather.
Tons of vanilla.
You tasted it?
It's not pine cone.
Oh my god. That's like compared to the last one. It's like it danced across my tongue down my throat.
Danced.
It didn't
That's
even
awesome.
it didn't
That was
because
that
the other one like went.
gin just put in a really good tasting. That's how you have to describe tasting.
It didn't
Oh, man.
soak into my tongue. It
Right.
went. It like glided on like beads on a hot water on a hot pan.
I smelled no leather. I'm getting a lot of it now that I'm tasting it.
I get some
Yeah.
on the back end, but it's also almost like a dark coffee, like a really black coffee. On the finish,
God, I like this. Yeah, the
It's
finish.
like leather with something sweet to it. That I can't
you said
tell.
you like it.
I like. It's like a espresso bean.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's like a
coffee
chocolate
beans, yeah.
espresso bean.
Yeah,
It's what I taste when I bite into a chocolate.
with
has
vanilla
like a-
on your tongue,
With a little bit of yeah.
like they put, it's like a vanilla flavored
And
coffee.
why is the finish getting better as time goes on? The other one I got worse. This one's getting better.
Because that's how this works. You find the shit you like. You find
Well, there's only one of these.
yeah. You stay the fuck away from this.
Yeah. What
I
is
mean,
that?
I-
Is that bottle falling over there? Oh.
See, what's sad is that half of like the comedy that goes on like that.
Yeah.
Nobody on the podcast. Everyone's gonna be like,
Not-
"What
yeah.
the hell
Our
is that?"
audio listeners love you to death. I just grabbed the bottle off the table.
I should be like the narrator that people have for like blind people, where it's like Seth reaches over to a tiny.
like what
spot.
is it called? It's called like closed captions, like something.
I have no idea what it's
It
called.
There's like
doesn't-
an extra thing where it explains everything that's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, but if you really want to, if you've listened to the podcast and you want to actually see it, just go to you. What was that?
It was a ball being flung down the stairs.
Probably by one of my grandchildren.
Well, it's on our lawn now, so we get to keep it. I'm getting so much leather with this. I can't get over that.
Do you like it or don't you?
It's one of the more unique tastes I've had.
Biting into a horse.
Yeah. No.
So
Yeah.
so
No.
this barrel,
That's a bottle.
which is no, but this barrel that this bottle came from, it's a single barrel.
Yes.
Greg put out as one of the top barrels that they had acquired or aged or acquired. I believe it's acquired, and they picked this one. Now, in my opinion, this is what Kentucky bourbon is supposed to taste like. There's a certain aspect of manliness in it. You know what I mean? There's a certain aspect
Too bad
of
I'm just a kid.
leather. Well, there's certain.
The gin will grant you a wish to be older for this one.
Wait,
night.
Be a real boy.
No, this is gonna make the kid. This is the kind of bourbon that makes the kid a man.
Give me the rest of the bottle, please.
Oh my! The kid, is that hair on your chest after this drink?
But what this?
I actually have like very little chest hair. It's just like this.
What
little
do you
back
mean?
hair.
There's so much now.
Just on like the yeah.
Oh,
We
just
showing-
Oh Jesus Christ! Is it a full moon?
it's
It's like such a cutoff, dude. It's insane.
Well, I shave it. It's,
Oh my God!
It actually connects with the neck if I let it. Oh!
yeah, but don't worry. Don't worry, Jacob. What 25 years will do? It'll be amazing.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh, Jacob, we're 23. We only got like 2 more left before 25.
No, what 25 more years?
Yeah, more years.
Yeah. I was similar. I had one hair on my arm that I used to just pull out.
Oh yeah, I got one of those too. Look,
Yeah,
right here.
exactly.
Weird.
Don't.
your guys' back
Yeah,
hair
but
is, like,
don't
connected
worry.
to your own hair?
Eventually, it'll fill in.
Well, I mean, on my forearm, I've got plenty. Oh, check my legs. Look at that shit.
Yeah, it'll wear off.
Awful. It'll wear off.
It wears off.
I once had
I've
a
been
girlfriend. I once had a girlfriend who shaved one of my legs, and then I ruined her razor, and so we didn't do the other one.
So we broke up.
Yes, I broke up. If you can't shave my legs, you are not worth having around.
So-
what do you think I'm dating you for?
So what? Like you see the difference between the two. You know,
Oh yeah,
the Chanticleer.
It's a stark difference.
I mean, this one, a single barrel. I believe the price was. You want some more? Okay, $159.99.
You could ask permission, Seth.
Yeah. Oh, tell me when. Okay.
Yeah, I was like literally thinking. I was like, that was a bad move.
I didn't say when yet.
I,
The bottle stopped pouring.
honestly,
All
what I really
right.
like about this is there's like a novelty to it that I'm not used to.
Of what?
Leather.
Of like what this tastes like. Like I feel like this actually stands out as a whiskey.
This would be
or
good with
a
a
bourbon.
cigar.
Yeah, that would make me feel really fancy and like a man. Please make me a man.
All right.
We have to figure out the yeah. That's your new catchphrase. Please let me be a man.
I was thinking, where's my vape? Where's my fidget spinner?
Let's see if I can. I'll just want to come over here.
Wish granted. Like a genie, a djinn.
I feel like you can do better than that. I feel like we haven't found any good catchphrases.
So, how much are you guys on Prohibition? How up are you on what was actually? When
Well,
it
I'm
was-
glad
I
it's
thought-
over.
Yeah, I thought you were being like, do you support prohibition? And I was like, is that like even a position that people have nowadays?
Well, I know that if prohibition started, we'd have to stop this podcast because
I know that there was the women's temperance.
movement.
Yeah, that was basically in response to how terrible the drinking was and stuff. They actually did a bunch of protests, and weirdly enough, it actually increased. It was like a first major thing in like women's rights.
Did you know? Well, just so you know, the women's temperance movement in 1847.
The amendment after the prohibition was women's voting, was women's suffrage.
Right, but remember,
we should have just let them vote sooner, and then our alcohol would have been gone.
No, we got rid of it sooner.
on the
We were like, please make alcohol legal. You can vote. Okay,
Try
how about that?
So the temperance movement
That's a Woodford Reserve.
really gained a. This is double oaked. Woodford double oaked. So I want you to compare it to what we just drank.
I hate the oak flavor.
I'm
No.
not done with the good shit yet.
Oh my God. I love butterscotch.
Is it? Okay, so I taste coffee. I taste
Smell.
chocolate.
You mean smell.
No, I taste
You
coffee.
tasted
and
that
chocolate.
already?
No, not from the Woodford.
Oh.
I'm still on the Cockflock special.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're the cockflock. We don't drink
Can we get a
Woodford
bottle?
anymore.
Can we get a bottle signed like to the Cockflock?
Yeah,
Ooh.
of course, Greg would sign that bottle.
Yeah, I know.
Greg has been a fan of the podcast from the start,
Well-
watching tonight.
I haven't been a fan of Greg for much, but I can say since the
I've
Cockflock
been a-
has been around, I have been,
I've been a fan
fan.
of Greg since he sends us the bottle that is signed. That's when I will be a fan of Greg.
But he doesn't have to
The
send
kid
us.
is-
You guys
the
will
kid
meet
is-
him.
Yeah, the kid is hard
God.
to impress.
So,
Trust me, there's a lot of all these ex-girlfriends are different people.
but
I
getting-
still don't approve of Seth. So
But getting back to the temperance, it really in the 1840s was when it really started to catch hold. Okay, there was a lot of drunkenness going on. There was everything, and as we approached the 1860s, there was some states that had gone dry. That had really was moving, and then what happened was the Civil War.
good times.
So during the Civil
I
War,
would need my alcohol.
nobody
Kill
gave a
my brother.
shit about the women's temperance movement. They didn't,
thought the
people
women's
weren't even
temperance
going to, people were getting shot, killed, joining up and fighting each
Whiskey
other.
was actually given to some of the soldiers very often.
You're right.
Permitted one a day.
Actually, Lincoln, one of the generals that was fighting, had mentioned that he was kicking ass and he wanted to know what kind of whiskey he was giving his soldiers because he wanted to give the rest of the soldiers and generals the same whiskey they were drinking.
Who was that? Because he was a giant drunk. Too.
Grant?
No.
I don't know.
Wait, Grant. Ulysses Grant?
I don't know.
That's in World War II.
World War II? No, that's
Ulysses?
Civil War.
No, Grant was Civil
yeah,
War.
Ulysses S. Grant was Civil
Wait,
War.
who was? I was thinking. Why did I confuse Patton and Ulysses S. Grant?
I don't know.
That was really weird, guys. I haven't been drinking too much.
Anyways,
Just in life in general.
so
Not tonight. Tonight's
Jesus,
actually.
that was a stark difference.
yeah, isn't it?
I'll smell the bottle because I'm not ready for a pour yet.
It's
Yeah, that
delicious.
butterscotch. It's.
Ooh.
See, I'm not a huge fan of the butterscotch. I feel like I don't really like sweetness in my whiskey.
Why I like so I've always been a fan of vanilla caramel butterscotch. That's what I like. I like chocolate, but I don't think I've rarely had a chocolate ice cream cone in my life. It's always been vanilla with whatever.
Yeah.
I've had peanut butter parfaits with chocolate, fudge on it and whatever. But I'm a fan of that type of the caramel, vanilla, butterscotch. And when you can get that in my whiskey without actually putting sugar in the whiskey, I'm a huge fan
What's
of that.
the what's that fruit that changes your taste buds? Is it a star fruit?
What?
I think there's a fruit that when you eat it,
Turns him from circles to stars.
No, it messes with how your mouth receives
I bel-
taste.
Kiwis.
No, it's not. Kiwi.
I was really
think that's-
curious.
I
if
think that's
just
the passion
said
fruit.
something.
No, but there's actually a fruit that does that. That you.
I think it's passion
see,
fruit.
No, it's not dragon fruit. I believe it's called a star fruit.
I gotta look it up.
And they
Yes,
have they
yes,
have
yes,
parties
yes.
because it switches flavors. Sweet becomes savory. Salty becomes umami. Like it's a fruit that changes your taste buds, and it only lasts like an hour. It's not even long. Like as long as the enzymes are in your mouth. Miracle fruit. There it is, miracle fruit.
Because I had starfruit before, and I'm like,
Did you
I
say-
just fuck up my taste
No,
buds?
it's only for a very little time. But there'll be parties where you'll eat miracle fruit, and then you'll try the platters, and it'll be new tastes. I think we should do a miracle
So-
fruit
Is it-
tasting
what-
of bourbon
what
we already
kind
know.
Are you saying miracle?
Miracle fruit, it's
Miracle
called.
fruit.
Like a miracle fruit?
Yeah, like Miracle on 43rd Street.
Miracle.
A miracle.
Jesus fuck.
Help me.
So, could I have a... Ty, do you want the rest of this, and could I have a different kind of whiskey? Because I'm just not a fan of the butterscotch.
Jacob, finish it. The kid needs to finish what he started.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
There we go.
Finish when I
Like,
started. Did
but
I?
You
dude,
took a sip.
now just pretend you're at the bar and you're trying to skip the face.
Oh, we should have a name for it. It's called snorkeling. And yeah, because like snorkeling, you're holding your nose. You're holding your nose when you snorkel. You can't breathe out of your nose when you snorkel.
All right.
So you snorkel, you plug your nose,
Holy
you go
crap.
down under.
Thanks for almost killing me.
Snorkeling. The cock flock goes snorkeling.
No, we don't go
So,
Isn't
snorkeling.
it sunny in
Seth
Philadelphia?
is being
Gin.
Jin's being voted off the cock flock. By the way, we're
Bring back the candy man. We want the
Ellie.
candy man.
We're actually enjoying. We're going to be joined by Ellie next time.
the widow.
I'm not going to kill you.
If I'm off the cock flock, I might as well be dead.
This is the only thing I'm going for me.
You're dead to me.
Yeah.
Let's see if do I got it.
Are
Hold
we
on.
ending the podcast?
No.
No,
Please,
please.
outro. Yeah.
No. We're getting ready to. We've done this for about an hour.
Let me do my warm ups. Oh my god, your arms just both cracked.
Yeah,
dude.
when I do this, they just both crack like that.
So everybody, thanks for watching tonight. We're gonna wrap up the podcast part of this. We're cracking out right now.
Stand for
Thanks to Greg Schneider for chiming in.
Among Us.
And then I saw Super Nash was watching.
Thank you,
Tell me,
Super Nash.
we love you.
And
The cock flock.
the
welcome,
cock flock
Super
was
Nash.
tasting some damn good whiskey tonight. We had Chanticleer, which pulled in a 15 out of 18
We didn't
rating.
even barrel bash the
Right
good
there. Well, then we
one.
had
The better one.
Yeah, but it's not it's not always good to barrel bash a single barrel that not a lot of people can get anymore.
Yeah.
So we tasted the
You could taste
Whiskey
it.
Row,
If
Kentucky
you're really
Bourbon
determined.
Festival,
break into
Justin's House of Bourbon, Chicken Cock Private Cast 7-year, 100
How many
and
bottles do you think there are of this?
what?
How many bottles?
Well, it's cast strength, so probably about 158, 160 bottles. That's it.
Is there any like single bottle selects ever? Like you just get a bottle.
No,
Like that's it.
nope.
No? Okay.
Not a single bottle. But we do have a distiller right now, Paul Gutierrez, who is making us a special bottle for ourselves. He distilled it, aged it, and going to bring us some of it. So that will be cool.
Couldn't you realistically age a bottle like 10 years? Or age a barrel 10 years. Pour out everything but a single bottle's worth.
Well, that would
Then, plug the bung hole, put it back in storage for another 10 years, then you have a 20-year single bottle.
But if you did that, there'd be nothing left after 20 years.
That's what I was thinking.
That's like the Angel's cut.
You don't. Why would you want to do anything for a single bottle?
I don't know. Why does anyone do anything?
Supply and demand. There's only one.
Yeah.
bottle.
You would have to
The
be
infinite
like
price.
Picasso of the distilling industry.
Okay, and you
And
know
All right,
what?
somebody-
Seth, we got a new plan now.
I'm gonna eat yellow paint and die in a ditch.
All right, everybody.
No, I'm thinking of Edgar Allan Poe.
Thanks to the kid and the gin joining me tonight. We are the Cock Flock, so look for it.
Stay cocky.
Maybe.
Oh, that's our outro. Yes.
Stay cocky.
Stay cocky.
There you go. So we're going to take it out. www.scotchybourbonboys.com. Check us out on all the major podcast formats. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So just remember, good bourbon, good friends equals good times, and go out there and live your lives dangerously.
And stay cocky.
Little Steve-O taking us out.
Oh, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, if we don't find the next whiskey bar. I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die.
All right, we're done. We're still live on Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook. How did you think of that?
How many people are here right now?
What?
3.
Is anybody here?
Damn it.
Let's see.
This makes my lips feel funny.
One's
Give
here.
it a glass.
David Petruccelli. Petruccelli?
Petruccelli?
Is watching. Hey, David. Good to see you.
David,
Love you, David. You're the only one who cares about me.
we should do a podcast called like that's after the initial podcast. That's
Yeah.
us just drunk.
I feel like we hit our stride when we're drunk.
Yeah. Like you have the tasting podcast.
Oh, or
Call it
or
like after hours.
That could be like a Patreon thing. The After Hours podcast with the cockflaw.
Yeah, or like
Stay cocky.
what's a good name for like lunch closing hours
Closing hours is good. I'm
or
sure.
closing time?
Hangover.
No, because that's like the morning after.
But like, okay.
Podcast of shame.
Podcast of shame?
Like
No.
you walk
no,
of
I
shame. I'm spitballing.
No, right now is the extra. The
I know.
Scotch-
What would you call it? Once you're out of the bar, what
The cockflock confessions.
the drive home?
The drive home, yes.
Dad, can we start a new podcast called The Drive Home?
I will start recording myself in my car talking to myself on the drive home.
No, just us. After the podcast is over, another podcast, Patreon exclusive. So you gotta pay for it. Called The Drive Home, which definitely just supports drunk driving, which is so funny.
No, we're not supposed to support. We're supposed to support responsible driving.
I don't support drunk crashing, if that's what you're
Well,
asking.
I'm
me.
not a hypocrite.
Yeah, we do this. Surprisingly, this is done in the home, but the kid is gonna drive home after this. So
And he sobers up before he leaves.
yeah, takes a cold shower and drinks a cup of coffee.
And piss on the floor.
I highly doubt that the 6 ounces.
home after this. So
What the hell just happened?
Up before he leaves.
just turn it down.
Oh, I didn't. Well, how come all of a sudden it did that? It's been over there for
Years.
We've got a couple people watching.
Okay, when you were living with Matt
Yes.
in Kent, in the dorm, did you and Matt ever get into like crazy shenanigans like at the bars or at the frats?
Not really.
Like not like me and him.
No.
Like, 'cause you know some of the stories, or do you not?
He knows
Want me to
all
tell
of the stories.
Honestly, I don't care.
the-
about
I don't know why
that
you're
like-
telling stories. Do they have to do with whiskey?
Well, yeah, they do.
What
Because I was
whiskey?
drunk as shit on whiskey.
What whiskey?
Probably. What would you buy at a shitty whiskey at like a supermarket that wasn't in the liquor section, or not like
Not
it's
e-
like
oh,
Walmart
God.
whiskey
That's
that's like watered down.
what it. Oh,
I don't
crap,
know, what is
knew
it
I
called?
drank
What
in
is it
high
called?
school. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
It's called Near.
I wish I could remember what it was called.
Regardless,
It was like,
drinking that, but like so the house across from Matt's frat, the cops and fire trucks showed up, and we're in the frat house being like, dude, the cops are outside. Oh my god. First of all, the fire alarm went off in the frat across the street. They're not there to arrest anybody. As you see, the frat house scatters, and me and Matt are just like, we gotta, like totally wasted. We gotta run. And we run all the way home. We don't stop running. Like, we're off, like, we're back on campus, completely fine. We're just running, like, they're coming for us, dude. We finally get to the stairs of our place, and we collapse at the landing of the first flight of stairs, just on the ground. And Matt just pulls out a box of or like a couple bags of Cheez-Its. And that's it. We just spent like another like hour and a half just laying on the stairs as people walk like up and down this thing, just like eating Cheez-Its until we finally make it back up to our dorm. Like that kind of story. You don't have any of those with Matt?
I don't even remember. That semester of college for me was not a good time.
Fair. Well, it wasn't for me either. I was a lot of gin
and Cheez-Its.
and Cheez-Its. It's before I was gluten-free.
So I'll date myself. So my freshman year, have you ever heard of the band The Stray Cats?
I just wanted to say, have you ever heard of the phonograph?
A band called The Stray Cats. Yes.
I've heard of them.
So it sounds familiar, but I don't
Yeah.
They sang Stray Cat Strut. So they're a Billy Bop 50s band that made it big in the 80s. So this is 1982, and I go out with two
Whoa!
and their guy friends. They're guy friends, and we're walking around campus like you're talking about, and we're going to a party right off campus, like and it's in Milwaukee. So I was going to UWM, so it was like in Nani's neighborhood where she lived.
Yeah.
You know, the old, and we're in their neighborhood, and we're going to a party, and the guy that I'm with. So they used to have big, huge. They had like metal fire alarms in the neighborhoods. It was an old neighborhood, okay? So he goes, "Oh, fire alarm." And he fucking pulls the fire alarm. On our way to our party, he just pulls it. He goes, "Oh." I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" So we go running in.
Listen, so there's a rope with a bell, and you're not just going to pull
No,
that?
so we run into the party, right? We go running and we sprint into the party. And it's like 5 houses away. And all of a sudden, about 5 minutes go by, and you hear this. It's fucking the goddamn fire. So like 5 fire trucks are showing up. There's no fucking fire. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What were you fucking thinking? It's like, I'm fucking 17. Drinking age is 18. I gotta go. I can't have a fire truck and all the police show up because so I go out the back door and he stays, but I was able to go out the back door with one of the girls. And we did the same thing. Basically ran. But she was a huge Stray Cat fan. So while we're running, she's got this boombox, little boombox that she brought along, and she's playing the Stray Cats.
I was gonna say, she's really defeating the purpose of running.
We're like, "Stray Cat strut," we're just sprinting. I'm like, what is going on? It was like, but when you were talking about like the cops and the fire department showing up,
So I have 2 stories I could tell. Either when I tripped on LSD in a general's house, or when I broke into a house to hook up with the girl. Which do you guys prefer?
The general's house with LSD.
house,
Yeah, we'll keep it.
I think the other one's a better story, though.
I mean, I could tell that one though.
Which one?
The hook up with a girl.
People want to know about LSD and generals.
Wait, what? Well, okay. So I went to this girl's house, and it was like a couple of me and my friends, and her dad's a general, of course. And they have this beautiful. He was a 1-star general in the National Guard.
God, that was like dollar or something.
So we go in there, and like she has this beautiful house. It's not a mansion, but it's a really big house, like on top of a hill, right? And we go in there. I didn't even realize that it was a general who like owned the house until we go into one of the back rooms, me and my buddy. And I'm like, "Oh, he's in the military? Let's see what he is." And it was like Brigadier General. I was like, "Holy shit!" James was like, "Is that your dad?" I mean, is that dad? No. Is that your boss? And I was like, "No." Oh my God.
Is that your dad?
Is that your dad?
Full well knowing who your dad is.
And so like I take 2 tabs of acid because I'm insane.
2?
Oh, of course. And I have never taken
one's not
less than,
enough.
Yeah, I've never taken less than 2.
Okay.
I want my body
so
parts to trip on acid, you know?
And so we go. So like the girl has this brilliant idea to take a blanket and go out in the yard and look at like the beautiful scenery. I'm like, "Oh, this is so great." And as I'm looking, I'm like, "Oh, what's that feeling?" And I vomit right next to me, and everyone's freaking out, thinking I'm going to start having a bad trip. I just get back up and I look. I'm like, "It was so beautiful. I vomited."
It was just so pretty. I couldn't keep my insides in.
And yeah. So at some point, I remember we were inside. And our babysitter, who went to go hook up with somebody in the downstairs where nobody was at later.
Dude, why do trip sitters fucking always?
Yeah, honestly. And so I'm
nightmare.
So I'm like, I have like I find a lemon in the house, and I'm like, "Guys, I need to know what a lemon tastes like when I'm tripping on acid." And so I'm like, Somehow I get one of my other buddies who's tripping on. He's like, "Oh yeah, it does sound good." I'm like, "Bro," and then my bassist's like, "Okay, fine, we'll taste it," and he gets in on it too. And I taste it, and I throw it on the ground and say, "It's just a fucking lemon." And
Okay, that's a good story and all, but have you
But
ever peeled a lemon like an orange?
which the best part's yet to come.
Okay, well, I'll get to that.
And then
Put pin in that.
at one point we realized our babysitters were fucking downstairs because we accidentally walk in on them. We're like, well, nope. We go back upstairs, and then we're trying to. I'm like, how can we fuck with them? And my one friend is really serious. He's like, well, why are you doing that? I've never really fucked with something like that before. And I have like this existential crisis about being a bad person. Then later on,
Most days.
I'm smoking weed outside, and
Later on, I'm high as shit on 2 times LSD, and I decided to light up a joint.
so the girl's sister took one. She was like, acid doesn't even affect me, and just like threw one in, and then like she starts having a bad trip and throws up blood in the toilet. All of her friends like apparently from like a little while away like rush in. They're all freaking out, and I'm just on the deck being like, they're really killing the
Was
vibe
she
right now.
drinking blood?
I don't know. I think she was just vomiting and she just saw it because she was tripping. I was just like, she's really ruining the vibe. Why are all these people freaking out? She's about to go to the hospital. I'm just annoyed.
Yeah, not the thing to do to go to the hospital.
No, but
Then
have you,
I write a thesis.
Why
on
the hell are
why
you
God
taking
hates
acid
us.
making people puke?
I was,
I mean,
That's
that's
too
the
puke.
in fairness, I
shitty.
didn't know. I was fine then.
That's the shitty acid. Yeah, you don't want. I never
I
had
think
acid
it
that
was-
made me puke.
I think it wasn't actual acid because you know how people like slightly change the chemical makeup so it's
Excuse me?
legal. I think it was one of that because I was like this, and it set in like super fast, like in 15 minutes. So I
Jacob.
was like, "There's no way I was acid."
We should do a podcast where we both do ayahuasca.
Yeah.
We should experience
Yeah,
ego
come up
death
with-
with Scotchy.
That's
Bourbon
when
boys.
no. That's where you do your own podcasts.
All right, I'm down.
How would you feel that if one day I came in with, some Scotchy Bourbon boys, and like, oh, the cockflux here, and I'm just like on ayahuasca.
Ty, would you be opposed if we dropped acid in your house?
Dude, okay, if we're talking about bad trip in your childhood house. There's no way to have a good trip.
True. Yeah, you're right.
That's probably true.
I'm gonna have like trauma I didn't even know what. I'm gonna have fake trauma come up.
Makeup
It's like,
trauma.
oh no, he touched me here. It's like,
Just
it's like,
skip.
my uncle. It's like, dude, you don't have any uncles.
All right, we're gonna
Jacob
stop
did, too.
streaming on YouTube.
He gets banned. We get him banned on YouTube. But has anyone ever peeled a lemon?
No, why would we fucking peel a lemon?
Because it's the same as an orange. The inside looks exact. If you peel an orange, if you peel a lemon, it looks exactly the same. It's just yellow.
Okay.
Like in slices too. You could open it up and take a slice out, and just use a slice of lemon instead of cutting it in half and squeezing it.
I'll have to fact check this.
Dude, do we have lemons? Do we have lemons right now? I will